I'm trying to get as much holiday pay as I can. So they
Right.
offered us some holiday pay for Fourth and for Native Day on Saturday.
You know what? I call that amateur hour, anyways. The fourth and all. It's all a amateur hour.
Well, did you? I mean, I'm sure you did. You light no fireworks off, or
No,
but
nope, didn't do nothing.
isn't the Fourth of July a big holiday in the Lux house and
Here,
all, or what?
here they closed our neighborhood completely down because we got that one street that overlooks the city. We got these big islands you walk out over, and
Okay,
it's like 10,000 people up there, and the whole Boston stops dead in its tracks
sure.
because you can't go nowhere, and there's people including the street, all drunk.
Jeez.
It's a shit show more than anything. So I stay at home. I don't feel like going up there and punching people out.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I stay at home and watch the fireworks from my backyard because
Okay,
I'm downtown Pittsburgh. And
sure, sure,
I
sure.
usually go up my camp, but since it was during the week, nobody wanted to go up because everybody had to work Friday.
I
I don't
see.
know where it. I'm in settings, but I don't see it.
What are you looking for?
He's trying
It
to.
says that the camera isn't working. It needs to be turned on, and it says to go into settings to do it. And I'm in there, but I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, not if you
The
go on
camera must have been turned off somehow.
That's
how about
crazy.
Zoom thing? Can you go on to Zoom and look and see where the camera is on Zoom? Because that's how I turned mine on. I hit the button and all the things come up. Yeah, there's a camera one for Zoom here.
In the Zoom meeting,
Yep. You could go
Or-
share. You can change your background, stop the video. And on top is the volume button. Yeah, I don't see nothing.
video
I don't see
setting.
turn on the settings though. Yeah.
Accessibility,
Share.
recording, background share, audio, video.
I'm glad it ain't me.
Yeah. Well,
Why do you
hey.
think why do you think she's here? I don't know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, but I don't.
How you doing, Big John?
That's
I'm hanging in there. Sorry about the delay there, guys.
all right. It's all right.
6:30. I don't even see
Yeah.
my brother ain't even on yet, and he's the one that told me 7. Luckily, I checked.
Well, yeah, that's normally that's normally the time, but it's because we're
Can you hear me?
yeah, oh yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear nobody.
See my cool knife I bought?
I can hear you.
Scuba diver's knife.
Yeah, I see that.
You are
That's
muted. Press A, alternate A. I can't see. Fuck. Where's alternate?
Yeah,
A?
there you go. Take your sunglasses off.
How you do that? I see. Oh,
I don't know what the hell's going on here, guys.
We're looking.
Hold on.
If you go to settings, it has
hello?
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you there.
We're in settings.
go to on settings, John.
No.
What do you do for the camera?
You
That's my
can't hear.
speakers.
Okay,
are
hold
down.
on.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but you should turn your speakers on.
Failed to start.
It says
Let me-
fail to start.
Yep.
Select another video
Yes, honey.
camera.
Well, I've sent you a request to start your camera. Are you getting that at
Yeah,
all?
and
Lee?
I got that, and I said, yeah, and that's when we get this. Pick a different camera.
Failed to
Well,
start
how
the video. Please select another video camera in settings.
And
Okay.
then
How many
there
cameras?
isn't anything. I've only got the one.
It's got to be my computer.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Antique Man.
No,
Hi,
it says
everybody.
I got
Hey, what's up there, Antique Man? Antique
I
Man's
cannot
here.
get-
I don't
Oh.
see it. There they are. Hey, what's up, Antique Man?
Hey, it's great to be here.
Yeah,
unmuted.
How's
Everybody's-
everybody?
oh, we're okay. Everybody's just got to figure out their computer. I mean, it's like nobody uses their computer anymore. It seems like I haven't used my computer for this since May, since the last May episode.
Yeah, you
So
Poindexters always use your computer. That's why.
on my AEW
Well,
shirt
this
here.
computer gets used a lot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can
okay.
hear you.
And we can see you.
I'm just using my phone. So
Yeah, I'm using my computer. I'm going to be getting a new computer here pretty soon. So cheers to
I'm
that.
I'm on a computer.
Well, my video card for some reason on certain YouTube videos and stuff. I don't know if it's just because it needs to be dusted out or whatever. I have no idea, but
And it's
well, what do you guys think of last week's show? We did pretty good, huh? With
that's
Bill.
a good show.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
Other than our
thought it
technical
was a great
difficulties that we had. Of course you did, John. Of course you did. You were right next to me.
Good show, yeah. Yeah. And the mac
Yeah.
and cheese to top it all off was even better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looked pretty good. What you had.
I can't see
Mac and
John.
cheese.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
we-
About
no-
11 seconds to eat it.
He's trying to figure out his camera.
Yeah, I had trouble for some reason today. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't.
Something happened here because this computer gets used a lot, but hasn't been in a Zoom since probably since our last one, however long ago that was, where we actually did it from here.
Yeah, because you weren't on the last
I've
episode.
never had this problem before.
Yeah,
though.
we've never had this problem before. So
Weird. Did it require any
going
Did it require any updating at all since then? Or
No, it's automatic.
okay,
I'm,
interesting.
yeah. I'm
Can you
looking
see
here.
me?
Not
Oh, yeah,
see you,
I
but
can
we
see it.
see you guys.
Oh,
yeah, we can
absolutely.
see all you guys.
Make sure it's connected to the computer.
Antique Man's as handsome as always, you know.
Oh, come on. You're
Ah,
right.
well, of course. Would I be wrong? Come on now.
No.
I tell you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I'd say the same thing about all my panel. And next week we might have an additional panel member. We'll see. I know another person, right? Well, this one's special to me though, you know. So you'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, South Dakota.
Yeah. So, Antique Man, do you have any memories from Buffalo Chip? Did you ever go down to rally at all in your South Dakota time or anything? I imagine you did.
Well, it's the one thing I missed was the rally. But I do have friends even close by here that get on their bikes and go every year
Okay.
from Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Big deal.
I'm surprised you never went down there, though. You know, I mean, I had no curiosity at all, just to be like, hey, even if you don't have a bike, that doesn't mean you can't go down there. And
Well, I had a moped,
okay,
but I didn't think that I would live through the occasion.
I don't think you would have been.
well, okay, but I'm
No.
saying you could ride a car, truck, whatever, fly down there, whatever. You know,
I
what
don't
mean.
think they'd give a rat's ass if you rode a moped or not. Guys, I'm just gonna keep
No,
talking
not-
with you. My wife's still working on the background here trying to figure this out, so bear with me.
That's fine. And if your video don't work, it's fine. And we can still hear you.
Well,
So it's
She's
not a
on my
big-
phone now trying to see if she can figure it out.
okay. Well, that's no problem. I remember sending our guest here the link here just a few so. But yeah, this is a pre-show, so we're just kind of getting things warmed up. There really is no. I was gonna say, let's do our segments, but we'll see how long this interview goes here, and if nobody has any segments, I'll add them a little bit for this week, and then we want to start doing some next week because next week we're gonna have Steamer, Mr. Steamer himself. He was on Mama T's broadcast last night, and I asked him, well, now you got to come on our show now. Should have came on our show first originally. I did ask him. Yeah,
Who is he?
he's a blues radio host.
Oh, okay.
His name is Steve Stelton. He's going to be, I'm planning on going to the Fargo Blues Fest this year. It's the only concert that I've been looking forward to other than doing the Kicking Up Country that I was originally going to go to, but that plan didn't work. But this plan will work because I'll have plenty
A
of
lot of
PTO
good ribs
saved up.
there. A lot
Yeah.
of good ribs.
Oh, absolutely. I'll have plenty of PTO saved up for that. That was one of the big issues last time. I didn't have enough PTO hours, and wasn't going to just lose, a big check just because of going to have fun and everything. Can't believe that's the adult decision. Can you believe that? Normally, it wouldn't even care, it wouldn't bother me at all. Like a few years ago, I would have just went ahead and just did it. And hell with it. Skip work, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had that feeling in 4 years.
Oh, so you've been happily retired for a little while now.
My early 60s.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Well, just so you guys, I don't know, did anybody watch the replay at all of the show last week or last week's show? Yeah,
I did.
they are going to. Well, they re-aired our show last week. I tried to let you know about it. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time, so 8 p.m. your time in Eastern Time, and 7 Central on the Grand Forks Best Source website, or you can watch it on the old Renegade Radio channel, or you can watch it on one of my Franky Slauson Show channels. So, just so you're aware of that.
Sometimes I have a problem watching myself on TV, like on shows.
You love it. You probably masturbate and watch.
I look like a fucking idiot.
Why?
I sound like an idiot.
You were all excited last week, man. You were doing a pre-show and everything, and getting the crowd all warmed up, and then you were like, thinking that I was mad at you because you took over the show. I wasn't mad at you.
I knew that was going to happen. I already said that to you. You know what happens when me and Bill get together.
Well, sure. I wasn't worried about it. I mean, you did fine. I mean, you guys.
I interviewed Bill for 10 minutes and didn't even know who the hell he was talking to.
That's right. That was
I think it was a half hour. I think it was a half hour.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen me since I lost my weight.
Well, I mean, either that or he was maybe.
I don't think Bill does Facebook that much anymore because of what happened. He got hacked.
Yeah.
And I think he just stays away from I mean, he might mention a few things to people, but he doesn't get into Facebook like he used to. He's too scared, man. Someone hacked the shit out of him, dude.
Oh, yeah. And then they took over the damn channel and made it seem like he was giving away cars and stuff. And
real estate. Cars, and his friends send money for the trucks. My brother even calls it, dude, let's get down and buy the truck or the trailer or something off him. And I go, dude, it's a scam.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And people sent money to those people.
Yeah.
For like $4,000. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. Oh, you just get the friendship deal then.
I can smell a scammer from far away, dude. I've been in it. I've done it. I didn't do it, but I've been.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna go get something else to drink, and I'll be right back. So talk amongst yourselves. Remember, this is a pre-show, so it doesn't really matter. Just a pre-show. I normally don't leave, but I gotta get something to drink. I'm still dealing with the cold myself.
You wonder.
Okay.
Is he gone?
Hey,
He is the biggest loser I've ever met in my life. That guy don't know. He's an asshole, man. I don't know. I mean, come on.
Not his hair, Steve Wonder.
That's Sean. I'm telling you, he thinks he has a radio show. That's Screaming Sam Radio, Renegade Radio, not Sean, whatever his name is.
Oh boy, don't say that.
Is he back in?
Is he back?
There he is.
Yeah, I can tell you were talking about me. I was testing you fuckers.
It was all good. All good.
I guess you got to play back to hear it, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be playing it back. Don't worry.
Like your AEW shirt.
That's right. That's the best. That's the best to watch.
I should wear
Absolutely.
Sean is going to be so mad next week when he listens to this show.
Well, it's okay. I trust that everything.
You said you want us to take over the show. Well, we did.
Absolutely. I just
changed the name of it and everything while you were gone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's wow.
Called Screaming Sam's Renegade Radio. Sean's
presented by Screaming Sam, a Screaming Sam original, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Screaming Sam Productions. Everything Screaming Sam.
I do have Screaming Sam Productions. I have Screaming Sam.
Nice knife. You want to see my new one?
Yeah. I think I did. Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
I didn't know what it was when I bought it, and I looked up. It's a scuba diver's knife.
Wow, I've never scuba dived.
Yeah. So,
Have you ever scuba dived?
hell no, I can't. I float. I don't sink.
I like to wrap it around my dick and use it as a freaking
Watch why.
The knife you put at the end of a big sword.
How many I have of them?
What the hell?
This is an official Mumbly Peg knife from 2nd grade with no writing on it, so it's very valuable to the highest bidder.
Here, how many of them you want to see? I
Mumbly
got like
Peg, I tell you.
I got like
Mumble Peg.
You guys ever play that?
No.
Uh,
No, I don't play with knives.
No. I played hide the sausage.
You ain't gonna believe this, but I'm afraid of knives and guns.
Knives and guns.
I can imagine being afraid of guns. I mean, knives. I mean, depends on who's holding the knife in front of me. I guess.
I hate to cut myself. I don't like razor blades.
Man, just grab the hammer. I just grabbed those out of my spear drawer. How many of the red ones you want?
I see.
Every shape and style.
Yeah, very nice.
Hold on.
Must have been popular back in the day.
Look, there's another one. Hold on.
Very nice. So you're saying you're not in the market?
Well, what color do you want? Do you want yellow? Would you like? Hey, would you like a blue one with a flashlight on it?
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Did you say a flashlight?
Cool.
No, flashlight? No. Oh, flashlight. Flashlight. No, flash. Not flash.
This is a stun gun.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice.
It's a flash.
But
batteries are dead.
I thought you said you
could go yellow or you could go white.
Wow.
Wow. Who the hell brought this topic up in the first place?
You.
Oh, yeah.
You had to pull out that little baby knife of yours.
And whip it out there.
Damn my eyes.
Hey, look, that ain't a knife. This
Wow. Whoa.
And you trust this psychopath holding a knife? Oh my God.
That's what they wear in Paris.
Sam, you might as well just prepare your brother's funeral here pretty soon. I tell you what.
Wow.
They had hurricanes if they had like hurricanes or whatever in freaking Pittsburgh, that motherfucker would die. All the knives fall off the wall and hit him.
Oh yeah, he'd be a shish kebab. He'd be a shish dog there. Yeah, shish dog. Bad dog.
Would you like to see some medieval swords, or would you like to see a joust? I have a real joust that you use when you ride a horse with a knife on the end of it. It's 7 foot long with a big piercing knife on the end of it.
Wow, that sounds like a big horse. Big horse.
Big
yeah, Sean, you should do a show just on his knives.
Oh man. It'd be like a 10-hour show probably. And we wouldn't even get halfway through.
Oh God, you don't even know.
We'd have to we'd have to come back to his house.
Our boxes filled with knives to the top.
I mean, knives are great and everything, but I mean, you know, you're a wrestling guy, and I know you have more wrestling stuff than you do. Well, I mean, I know you have more knives than you have wrestling stuff, but I mean, you know, that's what you should have collected. You should have collected wrestling gear and everything.
This is an early 1900 sword. It's 1900s.
Oh,
and I have
wow, nice.
Like an ice pick or whatever. Well, anyway, so I think we're just get the show started. I think we might as well just get it started since we're
all right. Let's go
here. Welcome to another great edition of Renegade Radio. This is season 3, episode number 2. We were in the pre-show, and then now we're just gonna kind of roll into the actual show itself because you know, Anthony controls all of his knives, or Mad Dog controls all his knives, but you know, we'd be here probably for a whole week, a whole month, you know, just doing the pre-show.
Just go on YouTube. You'll see all his knives.
Yeah, in alphabetical order, in Chinese, too. Chinese alphabetical order, whatever. Anyway, so I'm your host with the most, Franky Slauson, along with Mad Dog, Screaming Sam, Antique Man, and whoever else decides to show up tonight. We did see John. Well, we didn't see John Roberts, but he was having some issues with his camera, so unfortunately he might not be in this episode because of that. But I told him his audio is fine.
I think a moose knocked his camera out myself.
Well, I've actually been to his property, and you know what? I mean, it is a big property. He was not lying about that. It is definitely in a ranch. it's definitely big. That's for sure. I mean, I got to play with his dogs and everything too, which was great.
Here
So,
he comes. Here he comes.
he's back, or he's
Jacques,
on you.
Jacques
Hey.
Cousteau.
Sorry.
Listen,
Well,
trick on John. Let's just pretend we see him.
Yeah, that's
there
right.
he is.
Yeah, there you are. Why you weren't?
Can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to bring my computer in, Lori's computer in.
Okay.
He went through, and I mean,
Well,
Like the Michelin tire
she
man.
lives on a computer. That's what she
all
does.
part
She's
two.
on computer all day long. She
Yeah,
knows when there's something effed up this computer. So I'm just gonna have to be the voice, and
that's
hopefully
okay.
it's next week.
Well, that's fine. I mean, hey, you're still making an appearance anyway, so it counts for the
Yeah.
day. You can say here, when we say names or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Here, wait. I'm going to
Sucks,
paste the picture of John where his spot is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted you to see my Beer Happy shirt that I'm wearing today too. God darn it, I wore it for the occasion.
See?
Oh, is that a shirt you never worn on here yet? That's
No,
something to do with beer, huh? Okay, all right.
Of course. Yeah.
Here's my
Could you
John.
not
My John.
use your telephone?
Here's John. I'm putting him in the spot.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have him drinking a beer now,
Yeah.
You look good, John.
Well, speaking of beer,
Yeah. Best I've looked in a long time.
well, since we're waiting on well, tonight we got Rod Woodruff, the CEO and founder of the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. He will be our guest for tonight. Here in a little bit, here in a few minutes here. I did send him the link. So the only reason why we're doing this show early is because of the interview. I think he got the time kind of mixed up when I told him what time the pre-show started, and I think that's what he probably thought that's what time the show actually started. So we're doing this interview earlier, and the show will end earlier because of that. But it's good and bad. It doesn't really matter. It's all fun. But anyway, I want to get you guys' opinion because you're talking about beer. While we were on our break over the course of 6 weeks, a new beer made its debut in Minnesota to start off with. Anyway, did you guys know that Hulk Hogan made his own beer?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually. Well, I mean, let me look it up here real quick here, and because
9 can with 24-inch round biceps. I mean, is it a 24-inch?
Python.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Hold on here. Hold on. I'm just gonna look it up here. Hulk Hogan beer here. Hold on.
Come on.
I'm gonna look it up here.
Get mama.
But yeah, Hulk, it's called Real American Beer, and it almost looks like a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, but it's Hulk Hogan's lager. It's a Real It's called.
Hey, eat your vitamins and drink your beer, brother.
Unlike that Budweiser beer.
Go, brother.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just thought that was kind of cool that he would, because I guess some of our, like one of our vendors or one of our liquor stores in town or in St. Hilaire got the first shipment of beer of Hulk Hogan's beer. So,
Oh, Chance got it, huh?
yeah, yep. That's who I'm talking about.
Hey, I can hear it. I'm
So.
sorry. I can hear now. What you gonna do when you take your beer off my or whatever?
Yeah. What you gonna do when you drink a beer and you're not old enough to drink a beer?
Yeah.
What you gonna do when you get that first DUI, brother?
Yeah.
I met him.
You will be saying prayers then.
Maybe he bought that for his son because he only has like 8 DUIs.
Well, you will be saying your prayers, brother, when you get a DUI. I tell you, and you start landing yourself
My
in jail.
son's been drinking it for years.
I met 6 from Minnesota today going to a Pirates game, and I'd ask them, like, why are you going to a Pirates game? They come up from Minnesota to watch a Pirates game. They didn't know you're not that popular in Minnesota, pal.
Well, okay.
Now, Willie
Whatever.
Scargill quit a long time ago.
Well, our guest, our big
die?
guest is coming up here, so let's let you guys know here.
Oh,
I
Roberto
don't know if
Clemente
he's still
died.
alive or not.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure who died. I don't follow a whole lot of baseball stuff here.
I hate baseball.
Ah, what's going on, Rod or Woody? How you doing?
Life's pretty good, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Hey there, everybody. It's Woody. Y'all
Hey,
know
Woody.
Woody
Hey, Woody.
from the Buffalo Chip Campground, CEO and founder.
I was there in 2005. I loved it.
Welcome to Renegade Radio, my friend, and we're honored to have you be a part of tonight's broadcast.
Well, great to have you asked me to be. So, thank you. So, what can we do for you? What can we visit about?
Well, we wanna learn a little bit about your history because I feel like around our area there's a lot of people that don't know your about your history of the Buffalo Chip, how it kind of came to be, and why it's so successful to this day. And then after that, probably do like let us know kind of the daily lineup of who you're going to have for the festival this year. And then after that, we can probably do some Q&A with the panel.
Sheesh, that's quite an itinerary you lined up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to make it as wholesome as I can, I guess, So this is a podcast.
So when you start talking about history, that's a long topic. So we have to keep that short. So we probably ought to just make that question and answer to start with.
Okay, well, I don't know if you recognize one of my panel, Screaming Sam. He is best friends with Bill Kinnison. Do you remember him at all?
I believe I do know Bill.
No, I mean, like, do you remember this guy?
I was there in
Screaming Sam.
2005. I actually performed on a Kinnison stage.
Well, all right. I don't remember that, but usually I was out screwing around or working, right?
Right.
So, yeah, the enjoyable part about watching artists and stuff sometimes kind of goes away when you're taking care of business.
Tell you, one of the best places I've ever stayed at. It was perfect. It was beautiful. I loved it, man. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, well, we want you to come back, so come on back.
Absolutely.
Well, he met. Oh, go ahead, John.
Sorry, I know it says Lauren. I'm sorry my camera's not working. But Woody, my name is John Roberts. But I just want to know, how did the whole thing start? Were you the first owner of Buffalo Chip? And when you bought it, was this your vision? Or how did that all take place? Because, I mean, let's face it, the who's who of anything, any form of entertainment, whatever, they've all been there. And then it's like one of those venues where no other place in the world is like that. But how did you get this? I mean, you're talking over 600 acres. And was this what you envisioned all along? And just quick history on it.
Yeah, I had it all figured out.
Did it come to you on a drunken night? I tell everybody really it's just a natural outgrowth of throwing cake parties in high school, and the city of Sturgis just trying to discourage people on motorcycles from coming into town because they were tired of motorcyclists. But so they had pretty much decided that anybody on two wheels was a career criminal. And just wanted them out of town. It was more trouble than they were worth. And so we just thought, well, let's just have a little party out out in the country, which is the same way through high school keg parties, right? Just throw a little party out in the country someplace, kind of now they call it a flash gig or something, that's kind of what it was. But that was a long time ago, right? And so we went looking for a place outside of town that looked like it'd be suitable. Found a place about 3 miles out of town that was a nice little acreage, had a little hill, a little creek, a few trees, and wasn't visible from the road. So, people who were just driving down the highway wouldn't be bothered by anything that was going on the other side of the hill.
And so, some people came. We had a good time and decided we'd do it again and come back the next year and brings friends along with you. So that is kind of how it worked in a very short synopsis, and then really you just need to have music. I was involved with promoting a couple of concerts when I my 1 year in college before I kind of took a break. And so it's just a combination of stuff. Wanted to have a good time and figure out what we'd want to do, right? And then just invited other people to come and join us. So it turned out to be a real fun gig.
Sure did, man. When I was there, you had Journey, you had Knievel there, Robbie Knievel, you had Journey, and the best funnel cakes I ever ate. Bill Kinnison was laughing when I was there. He says, only see you run when you see tits and you see funnel cakes.
Well, see, if you're here for 25, you were here, that's probably our 20. Well, let's see, our first event was actually 1982. So 18 and 05, 23 years. That was our 23rd or 24th annual event.
It was great, man. Best time ever.
Yeah, we had a hoot. So yeah, we have pictures of every year tucked away someplace, but it's a bunch of them. But yeah, it's just fun, So
yeah, last week we had Bill Kinnison on our show, and he was talking about you. He said,
I'd like to say hello to him again sometime. I don't have his contact information or anything, so if you he come out, to you. Yeah, he come out. Yeah, if you would, that'd be great. But he was just a very, very nice gentleman. We had a little experience with the Kinnison family anyway, and that was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on too here, Woody, because I didn't know you remember. Like I know you knew Bill and everything, but I didn't know if you knew John at all. Well, Screaming Sam, his real name's John Lutz, but they kind of became friends. Show him the picture.
This is what I used to look like back in the day when I was at your place.
That's a familiar face.
That's me.
And I guess he was getting he was getting so hassled by everybody that thought that
someone thought I was Sam.
Yeah, thought he was still alive. So just like that's crazy stuff.
Captain Jack, he was a cool dude. He used to show me around. Captain Jack.
Oh yeah. He was here for many years. Threw a great party. After about 2:00 in the morning, he was the last man standing.
Yeah. He would. We took a picture in front of the Kinnison gate. Then I had the Kinnison stage. I actually was down there and brought my guitar and sang Wild Thing for a little crowd there. It was awesome. I just did it. I didn't ask your permission. I just did it. I figured you saw Sam Kinnison do it. You're like, oh my God, is he alive?
Well, you just put on your favorite disguise and come back again. We could always use a little energy in the Sam Kinnison playground, right?
Oh man, I'm telling you, that was awesome.
Who wrote that song for you? I heard your song on one of our clips. We had your video with your song on it, the Buffalo Chip song they ever made of you.
I don't remember that. We probably had a couple of songs sent to us, Buffalo Chip, and honestly, they didn't catch on very well, and I don't remember it myself. But now that you remind me of it, I know we have them in the vault. So
well, that actually was done by me. Actually, I sent you those clips, by the way, those songs. Yeah, that's through that was through AI, by the way. That wasn't like I put the songs together and I figured out like what voices I wanted and whatever, and then I felt it sounded good enough to me, so I made a tribute one to you in the voice style of Hank Williams Jr., and then the other one's in the style of Kid Rock, the Buffalo Chip one. So I thought it sounded pretty good. So
I thought that was that.
Yeah, no, that's not really him. That's not really the real artist. That was just AI, So yeah.
Well, those are recent things you're talking about. And honest, I want you to resend those to me because I was referring to some stuff over the years, a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't know that I ever actually received those things and had a chance to listen to them. So
I sent them to you via my email, but I mean, I can send them again after the show's over.
if you
No
would,
problem.
I'd be looking for them because I get a lot of emails. I don't have time to get to them all, and it's entirely possible. But
Well, I'm surprised that you took time to answer my email because it's like you could have just avoided us, and here you are, just remembering it. Well, I don't know how much you remember me from back in my Rapid City days, but if you knew Reb Ryder, if you knew the Ride or Die Brotherhood, if Bonnie London, Jeff Ice, those are people that know my work. Those are people that I know work with you. So, so yeah, it's kind of a full circle kind of thing, I guess we'll say. But what kind of give us kind of an idea then of what you expect for those who are looking forward to the big rally this year.
so I'm not clear on the question. What do I expect for them?
No, okay, you got the lineup, right? You got the big lineup for this year of events and concerts and whatever that you're going to have for every day at the Chip.
Yeah.
So what are you like? Are some bands that you're looking forward to seeing that people might want to see, or that people are excited to see, or
Okay.
want to look forward to?
Well,
That sort of thing.
I'm sure my crowd will, all our fans will forgive me, but Dasha just warms my heart. That woman is one hot little number with a great some music that is really out there, and she's opening up on Tuesday for Jelly Roll. And I just tell everybody, if you haven't heard it, just put on Spotify for Austin. Is the name of the biggest hit she's got right at the moment. And she's just a young lady that, in fact, somebody else in the industry earlier today described her as kind of as Taylor Swift of rock and roll here. And I can't really explain that, but that's a promoter who's actually promoted hundreds, thousands of shows over the last long time, right?
Yeah.
You see these people come up from nowhere with Taylor Swift, for example. I mean, she started out as a mere child, quite literally. Dasha's about 20, I think she's 25, and she's just hotter than a pistol, knows where she's going. So she excites me, and other than that, I'm looking forward to several things, particularly Jelly Roll. Kid Rock is incredible and incomparable. Yeah. And, then Bret Michaels, I mean, that guy's got some party songs.
That's a
he knows
Pittsburgh.
how to do it.
He's from our neck of the woods, Pittsburgh.
Well,
a friend of mine was his personal assistant for 3 years. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, Woody, when you look at, I mean, you just talked about some of your incredible lineup this year, but when you look at the bands you've had, I mean, ZZ Top, REO Speedwagon, Buck Cherry, George Thorogood, Molly Hatchet, Skinner, all these guys, back when you first started, and this started out as just a party and we want to just have fun, to starting to book bands, to getting to this point now, it's got to be easier, maybe not, but is it easier to book bands? I mean, I would imagine people are banging on your door saying, dude, we got to play the festival this year.
Well, it's kind of like this. I'd say there have been two acts, 3 acts probably here that have been very easy at some point, right? I mean, because they wanted to come specifically because they like the audience, they like the atmosphere here. It's like 38 Special's manager said when they were here to produce to record the live album for Live at Sturgis. I asked him, I said, geez, how come you'd pick this place? This was in 2000. How come you picked this place to do a live recording? And he just said, well, there's a certain ambiance here that doesn't seem to exist anywhere else. And I thought, damn, I can remember that. That's a quote. And so, when Kid Rock, I was actually trying to do a yes.
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
I got some drunk mother hunter loved your place too. He's drunk and high.
Come on.
Answer the phone.
Well, anyway, so yeah, so what else you got going on for the event this year?
Well, I learn a little bit more about what's going on every day, actually. So today I learned about a team of stunt riders that are planning to ride through the zero bar, one end to the other on one wheel, right in the middle of the crowd. So we still allow that kind of stuff, you know. In fact, we encourage it. So it's fun. We just have to kind of keep people out of the way, sort of. But if you remember in 2000 again, we had Robbie Knievel here, and he jumped over the stage from behind.
Oh boy!
Landed out front over the crowd barrier without a landing ramp, right on the ground, and stopped about 30 feet. And we had just asked the crowd if they would just park because he's going to jump over the stage and land right in here. So we just backed everybody up about 30 feet. And you don't see that kind of stuff happen very often. And it's kind of like Robbie said when he said, "Woody, I'm not a daredevil. I'm a professional daredevil." So that was about the same time that Patron became a real favorite, right? So
that's a great.
Anyway,
funnel cakes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Got my first tattoo in Sturgis.
Well, congratulations.
Yep.
I remember when you had Doug Danger over there. He was a guy that we interviewed him too during the rally, and he had like a nice big tent and everything. And does he still come to the chip at all and do stunts for you anymore, or is he kind of retired now?
Well, 3 minutes before we started talking, I got a call from Doug, a return call, because I'd heard he'd had a real bad accident.
Oh.
He called me just 3 minutes before we started this conversation and said that they'd been going down the highway, had a blowout, and he and his wife both got many broken bones and serious road rash. They weren't wearing leathers because it was 100 degrees out. He was going 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
And he just took enough time to tell me that he was really blessed because the traffic right behind him was a fire truck, and the firemen came out and gave him the medical attention they needed to get him to ambulance and get him to a hospital right away. And he wasn't able to talk very well right at the moment, but I'm going to call him right back as soon as we're done talking. I just told him that we had this conference call set up, and I'd give him a call back. So I don't know any more than that, but right this minute, he's not feeling very good. And if somebody wanted to send him a card, and I can't tell you where to send it, but I will be asking him what hospital he's in and so on, and I can let you know what that address is if you want it. And
please do.
Yeah,
that's a good thing there was a fire truck behind him. You know that.
That was his blessing, and so he was just damn happy to be alive.
Jeez. Well, I remember like some of the stunts that because I was working for Black Hills Fox TV. I think it was maybe the first time he did a stunt for you. He was like doing something over a bunch of either a snake pit or something. But it was one of the years that I was at Black Hills Fox from like 2014 to 2018. So, I don't.
We were doing a little thing, Evel Knievel kind of stuff, breaking Evel's records, and so he was going to jump over. It did jump over some rattlesnakes, right?
Yeah.
So he was doing more rattlesnakes than Evel had done. is about the size of that. But on a different jump, we had put together restored one of Evil's jump bikes, Harley 750, and actually so a couple other folks owned it and put it back together. We borrowed it for this jump, had permission from the Evel Knievel estate from Kelly, so one of Evil's sons, and Robbie's brother. And so we we were going to do and did do a record jump longer than Evel had been able to do, and we were doing it on, or he was doing it on Evil's bike, restored, just natural, but it didn't have quite enough power to get as far as he wanted to go. And so we built another quarter of a mile of runway for him that was a little bit downhill to help him get up enough speed to cover the distance. And it works. So now, Robbie might have been a professional daredevil, but so is Doug, right? He cleared it, and that clearly was a risky jump. People appreciate it. But he come out. He's a recovered cancer patient, and he come out to raise awareness for cancer research and needed cancer research. And so, and now we got this challenge of just a serious case of road rash and broken bones.
Jesus.
So it's just getting on a motorcycle is dangerous enough. Trying to do some stuff that these guys do is
up in our neck of the woods up here. 4 guys in the last 2 weeks in Fargo. We just lost a good friend a couple weeks ago here in Grand Forks. He's got 5 young kids. Car blew right through a stop sign at 55 miles an hour. He was going 55 and they hit. And I mean, it was a car with 4 girls in it, and it knocked that car into the ditch on his bike. And then it took a week for him to finally pass. But yeah, that's why, to be honest with you, my bike sits in the garage because people around here don't know how to drive, and you can't enjoy a ride. If my wife and I ever go for a spin, we go out in the country and we head towards like Franky or Sean's area up there and stay the hell out of town. It's too dangerous.
Well, I agree with you, but I live in the country, and so I love these country roads. We can ride from here.
Oh yeah,
we got we can go anywhere. The roads around here are just the best biking roads there are anywhere. I want to get on and cruise over to Devil's Tower, for example, and have a burger. I might see a half a dozen cars on a 2-lane highway at 80 or 90 miles.
Nice.
Same thing. If I want to go up to the battlefield where Buffalo Chips was killed, it's 88 miles, and there's been a trip or two there where we didn't see another car, period, right? And I say another car, we rode motorcycles up there. In fact, we did that on our Memorial Day for a few Memorial Days in a row. We just rode up to his gravesite because it's a nice little monument. He was a U.S. Cavalry Scout, and that's kind of where we're at. But enough of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
with all the ideas,
to death.
With all the ideas and all the crazy things that you have done in your career at Buffalo Chip, I mean, I know people are probably in your ear all the time when you talk about like the Knievels and the jumps and the crazy crap. Has there ever been a time, Woody, where you just had to say, no freaking way? We can't do that. I mean, I could imagine insurance and liability and all that crap, but does there ever come a time where you just had to say, nah, man, we can't do that?
No, there's never been a time like that.
That's what I wanted to hear.
There are enough beers.
That's what I wanted to hear.
We have one rule here, and that is the answer is always yes. Then we have to figure out how to do it. So,
wow.
Hey, you got to figure out how many beers is the landing, huh?
Hold my beer. Hold my beer and watch this. Yep.
Yeah.
But we're just truly blessed. I mean, we've not ever had any any accidents. We take, our motto is ride free, take risks, right? It doesn't say
Right.
you can calculate those risks, and that's what we do. So we're going to set a record jump, and the motorcycle doesn't have enough power to make it. Then we get a little downhill run at it, right? And it's simple science, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, we appreciate you, Rod, or Woody. Just thanks for spending some time with us because, we're just a little podcast, in northern Minnesota, and as well as all over where we're broadcasting from. But I just thought it'd be nice to see you again because it's been a long time. Since I moved back to Minnesota, and I haven't been to Sturgis since. So I definitely want to get down there eventually again.
Well, it's time you do, and I think it's only about 3 weeks away. So you can take a look at your calendar and think, okay, let's see, we're going to start, and then August 2nd, which is a Friday, and we got a little daredevilish stuff going on then. We got a little bit of daredevil stuff going on for the next few days, and then we have Daredevil Wednesday, which we're just going to blow the socks off of it on Wednesday with some extra daredevil stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So Blake Wallenda, one of the Wallenda family, right?
Oh yeah.
Carl is his grandfather. So here's the stunt we're doing this year. Okay, and so we got this high wire cable we strung across the amphitheater. So he's building a bike by Moto Morini, which is a fabled Italian bike that's been around for quite a while. President of the company for the United States, a guy named Chris McGee, who called me 2 minutes ago to talk about probably this. But we so Wallenda has modified the motorcycle that Moto Marini's given him so that he can ride it out on this cable. When he gets out in the middle of the amphitheater, 30 feet above the crowd, right over Main Street, right? Then he hit the brakes, it locks, and he's got a gadget there that he's bringing out with a motorcycle, which will then flip up so that, it's an aluminum thing that he built himself, and it's got a little circle of it out there about 12, 14 feet in diameter that'll be up there, and it's got a propellant in the edges, right? So, I'm going to be off on the side with a little flamethrower, and I'm going to shoot a little flamethrower up there and ignite that flame. And when that happens, Kyle Ives is going to be doing a motorcycle jump, and he's going to go through that circle of fire and land safely on the other side. So
Jeez.
Wednesday.
Wow. You wonder why you never say no. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, hey, if you can't have any fun,
Freaking
it's
awesome.
not worth doing. So,
Hey, definitely a fifth of whiskey to get me to do something like that.
well, no, we'll be televising this, and it'll be on live streaming, and it'll be programming afterwards. So, but you really ought to be here live and see it in action, right?
That's my bucket list.
Well, this is
How
the
do you practice for something like that? How do you practice for something like that? I mean, that's a one-shot kill, right? I mean, you can't keep doing that and practice.
I have talked to both Kyle and Blake, and there isn't going to be any practice. It's a one-shot deal, right?
It is.
So they do their own calculations. I just come up with crazy ideas.
Yeah.
So,
That's why you're a legend, man.
yeah,
That's
so,
right.
so you need to be here, see it happen.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll come out and walk that tightrope in a G-string if you want me to. I'm only 300 and some pounds.
Hey, that's one time he'll say. That's one time Woody would say no.
Not at all.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
We got 6,000 pounds of tension on that cable, so it'll hold you up. The little thing about the G-string, okay.
Work it out, right, Woody?
Remember when I wrestled? I used to be a wrestler, and that's what I wore.
All right, look, you guys have a great day.
Brain
Thanks
stinger.
for the invite. And,
Absolutely.
let's see your smiling faces out here with some of your fans in about 3 weeks. All right, you need to be here.
Absolutely.
All
Well,
right.
thanks for being a part of the show, Woody. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Woody.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
Woody.
Appreciate
Call
you.
later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You know, I
Okay.
wonder if anybody's ever approached him about writing a book.
I can
Because that
just. You want me
dude,
just to?
how
I'll
fun
just
would
get
it
him
be
off
to
here.
sit down with him for 6 hours drinking
Oh,
beer
yeah.
one night? Man, the stories have got to be incredible.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to have him on, because I figure this is kind of like a full circle moment for me because of my time in South Dakota, and he was on my show when we did Rapid Fire Radio with my friend Reb Ryder, and I just thought, well, what the hell, let's see if we can get him on our show. I mean, who are we, right? But now we can say we got Rod Woodruff on our show, So that's pretty. So who's this guy by you there,
That's
Sam?
my cousin.
That's our
That's your-
cousin Vinny from Florida. He come
Oh.
to visit me. He parked his camper in the back and
Okay.
hung out with us. And
I'm not riding.
he's a rider.
Yes.
He's a rider, dude. He puts thousands and thousands of miles on his bike. Today he took off. How many miles you put on today, bud? Him and his wife.
190, I think.
190 miles. He's back already. Left this morning.
Where'd you go? Back to Florida.
No, he went
I
to
went to
Newcastle.
Newcastle. My sister-in-law is there, so we went and brought her a piece of pie. Then we went. We went down 46,
I guess. I
and
don't
we
know.
come back 18, I think. Never hit the interstate, just buzzed around. I seen 3 beavers today.
Wow.
Ugh.
I mean, animals, not animals.
Wow.
And a deer. A deer.
That's
Wrong
amazing.
show. Wrong show.
Yeah.
I have 3 deer in my yard all the time.
Well, I was explaining to the guys how big your yard actually is, because you definitely were right when you told me you had a big yard, John. You have a big yard.
Yeah.
We said
Well,
a
it's an
moose-
old golf course out in the country. So, and I'm surrounded by woods and river. And if you guys know anything about wildlife follow water, they follow rivers. So, I mean, even up here, I've had timber wolves, mountain lions come right through my backyard.
Hey, John, I
and that's
said-
very rare.
John Roberts. I
What?
said a moose must have hit your cable line and knocked your camera out.
Well, everything's way up. So I don't know. I think it's the computer. I'm going to have to bring it in. Sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens with the laptop. Especially if that's what you're using, right? You were using a laptop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
It's on
hard
your
to.
computer all the time.
Yeah. So that little webcam could have easily just like went out or whatever, or
Yeah.
or
yeah, who
anything could have
knows?
just messed it up. I'm planning on getting a new
Yeah.
computer here next week. I'm going to look around when we get after payday here next week, and I'm gonna. Well, my video card's kind of. It doesn't act up when I'm doing this type of thing, but when I watch YouTube or whatever, sometimes like if I want to watch a 4K video, it won't always it'll stutter and stuff, and I'm just like, why the hell is it doing that? So I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna it's time to upgrade. So I got the TVs that I want. I did all that upgrading during the break and everything, so I'm good now. I just need a new computer now.
How come when he stepped in the picture, I got blurry? Do I look blurry to you guys?
Yeah, you're a little blurry. I think it's just your camera, the way it's set, because of how you're sitting.
I
I only
didn't
see
get
I only
Jimmy's
see
book.
half of you.
I'll
What's that?
go grab another
Yeah.
beer and then I'll tell you.
That's better. The other half is better. There you go.
That's the glare off of Jimmy's head.
Yeah, that's why.
That's it. That's it.
Actually, his name's Vinny, my cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
My cousin
Oh.
Vinny. Yeah.
Give me whatever.
Well, you guys we were talking about that AI, music or whatever, like when Mad Dog brought that up to Woody. Yeah, that was something I created. I don't know if you guys took time to listen to any of that stuff.
I did.
Oh, yeah, that was mine. I did all that stuff.
Very
I didn't
creative.
know-
Guys,
Oh,
give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
all right.
I really got to get
I'm
down.
so sorry about that.
No, that's okay. No, he wasn't putting my stuff down. I guess other people have tried to give him tribute music before
Okay.
too, and then he just didn't like it or whatever. But he'll appreciate mine because it's just a style that he understands. Like the song. If you heard the song, the Woody tribute song, it was in the style of Hank Williams Jr. Right? That was the voice, and then
Focus.
yeah, you're fine there, John. You're okay.
Pretty face.
Yeah, that's right. Don't want to break that camera, right? Right. So I was, what it was, I found this website via uh, YouTube. I was going through some shorts or Facebook shorts or whatever, as I randomly do to send you guys, funny, crazy videos, whatever. And so there was this one video that was someone made a song through AI, and it actually sounded like pretty decent. Like wait a minute, like whoa, this is actually sound professional.
Right.
And it was done through the website that I used to make all the songs that I made. I made a lot of them just by random ideas. Now, I didn't write every lyric for every song because that's impossible. Some of those are AI generated, but I did come up with the ideas of what and the styles of how I want it to sound.
Right.
And in a way, I mean, it kind of sounded the way that I would have preferred anyway. So anything that I would have figured would have worked, I would have uploaded. But a lot of the stuff pretty much worked. So I got songs on there of a song in the style of Travis Tritt talking about the last roll of toilet paper, for crying out loud. Song called Dear Roll, that seems to be pretty big on TikTok. I got a song about a guy getting gas from beans or whatever, and having a country artist sing about farting or whatever, like in a slow love song type of stuff. Just toilet humor and stuff in verse and songs. I got Kid Rock singing about fucking Back to the Future, for crying out loud. It sounded just like he was singing a Back to the Future dedication song. So, just whatever ideas you can generate. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Whatever ideas you can generate, AI is going to be your friend, And I'm going to continue to use it, and who knows what more stuff I'll create here. Yeah, probably watching him get high, probably, right? Is that what you guys are doing on camera now? I thought
talking about me.
No, I'm talking about Mr. Roberts here, or not Roberts, or Mr. Screamer Sam. I didn't know he even smoked at all.
You mentioned farting, and everybody started blowing their ass out of here.
Yeah, it was. Well, what I'm saying is that I'm looking for potty humor, but I'm looking for also original ideas too, because I put together that Kid Rock album too that I sent to all you guys.
So I listened to it on TikTok.
Did you think that it made sense at all, or that it sounded okay?
Yeah, it sounds real good. Matter of fact,
I mean, that was just all AI, and I created the 13 or 14 tracks, and I kind of did it in a style that he would do it. But like, I even have a song where he's talking about his favorite dips and salsas, for crying out loud. Oh, guacamole.
How do you do that, John? How do you do that?
Well, the website that I go to is called udio.com. It's like studio, but it's called Udio, and it's like you just type in. They give you some credits to start off with. Yeah, type in what you want, what style of song you want, and what idea you have, and hope that they'll give you what you're looking for.
Right?
Because you just don't know. Now you can create your own original tune as well. They do give you an area to write lyrics and whatever. But it just depends on kind of what you're into or what you want to do. So, but I loved it. I'm
you did that song about me, Screaming Sam. Is that all AI?
That's all through AI too. That's from their website.
I like that song.
That Buffalo Chips theme song that I'm sure most of you guys heard.
Hey, make one for the Mad Dog.
Well, I probably could. Could do the Rick Siders theme song, probably, right?
I was going to say Mad Dog is gay.
Hey, I gotta have extra music.
But you're not even wrestling anymore. I mean,
I gotta have when I do this show. Sometimes when I do my own thing.
So did you never have entrance music when you wrestled at all? I thought you did.
But yeah, I had.
When the queers come marching in.
Come on now, be nice now.
You froze up, Tony. I can't. You're freezing up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're freezing up.
Trying
there you
to
go.
call me.
Oh, someone was trying to call you. What was your song that you used for your entrance in?
Dogs, bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yo, yippee yay.
And that got the crowd moving, huh? That got you all pumped up, ready to rock.
You know what my intro song was?
Let me guess, Wild Thing.
I'm fat. We're at all Yankovic because I'm fat.
Back in Black.
Okay.
And then I used to sing at the end of my show. I used to sing "Are You Lonesome Tonight?"
Oh yeah.
And then they would take me off with Wild Thing.
And then he finished with Third Al Yankovic is because I'm fat.
Sure, that's right. Yeah.
My brother's so jealous of me. It's unbelievable.
Well, he's probably jealous of your success a little bit. I would be, I mean, just because you got
success. I live in a fucking hillbilly town.
No, but I mean, like you had a lot of success in your life. You've had failures too, but you look at you.
I'm gonna tell
you
you
have a
something.
story to tell.
My brother could have been right there with me because when I started the business, I made money in. I asked him to be a part of it, and he says, "No way. I don't want nothing to do with it."
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
No one doesn't know that.
It's a mistake in life.
Hey,
Well,
I want to, before I forget, I want to wish my wife a happy birthday, Lori.
Happy birthday, Laura!
yeah, happy birthday!
Yeah,
Yeah,
or Laura.
Did you guys do anything to celebrate? Because you just were at your. Did you go to Ely then?
We had some company over. Our son and his wife and our 2 grandkids showed up, and a couple other people, and we grilled some burgers, dogs, and drank a few beers and lit off some late fireworks and played around out in the yard. It was a good day.
Did your dogs get to participate too?
Oh yeah. And we took them to the lake. We were gone all 4th week up by the Boundary Waters area, and you guys should look that up, BWCA. But my Labradoodle, the night before, I was at the racetrack. We had a late night of racing, and my wife was going to come, and she let the dogs out. Well, my big Labradoodle came in lame. Well, he's got a big hole in his foot, and so that kind of put it wasn't as fun of a week up at the lake because we had to watch him and bandage him, and of course, as soon as he sees the lake, he jumps in. And you try to keep the thing dry and all that, but. Yeah, the dogs, they participate in damn near everything we do. They're part of the family, Well,
I love Wally. Wally the Corgi, man. I tell you, that's a good dog. I mean, I love your other dog too. I love Louis too, Lewis, but I mean, it's like Wally. I want a Corgi if I ever had a dog.
They're good dogs. They're little brick shit houses, man. They don't take crap from nobody. I was just telling my wife, his abdomen, it looks like it's covered with black and blue marks. And if you saw the way he plays with these 100 plus pound dogs out here, he's not afraid he doesn't back down from anything. And I see them just pound the piss out of him. And you can see black and blue marks on him. It's like, dude, you need to settle down a little bit.
Jeez. Is it true that they call those dogs potato dogs because they look like potatoes?
Well, kind of. I mean, if you looked at their ass, you could put a pair of sunglasses on the little nub of a tail, and it looks like a human. It's weird. But funny. They're cattle herders. That's why they're so little, and their legs are so thick, and they don't have a tail. They're born without a tail because it was just, I don't know. It eventually was bred into them so cattle wouldn't step on their tails when they were herding.
Oh, sure.
My first corgi was a herder. He herded the kids, the dogs, anything that there was a group of. His goal was to keep them all together. This one could give a rat's ass about that. He just wants to fetch a ball all day long.
Wow.
Hey, that's amazing. Just so people know that they said who's talking. John Roberts is on where it says Laura. So that's his wife. And he's having trouble with his video. So people know that's John Roberts, one of our guys. That's J-O-N.
Laura. Oh,
that's right. Laura. That's Laura.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
Laura had a sex change operation. She sounds like a man. Just kidding.
Because the show started early, we won't be taking up too much more time.
Happy birthday, Laura.
I think we'll go on for another few minutes here. Then we'll say goodbye for this episode. But next week we got Steve Stoughton coming on the show. Steamer
co-host. Tell us.
Oh no, he's not the co-host. No, he'll just be our guest.
No, who is the new co-host? New.
They're. Well, I can't tell you. That'd be a surprise.
Man.
You want to? I mean, I don't know, but you might not like this idea.
Tanya.
No, she ain't coming back. No. Lance Warlock.
Lance. Oh yeah, he was on a show.
Yeah,
he's been on the show.
He's been on the show a couple times.
Now is Michael gone?
No, he just hasn't been. He's been busy, I guess. He just hasn't had time to So what it is what I'm trying to
He lives
do
in
is
Tennessee.
no, that's Dick Warlock. That's
Oh,
Lance's
that's
dad.
Dick Warlock.
Lance
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Lance lives
That's
in
in Washington.
yeah. Well, the thing
Okay.
is that we were just talking on the phone. That's when you came when you came into the meeting or whatever. I was on the phone with him and whatever. We were chatting about it, and he really wants to be a part of the show because I feel he can bring something to the table because of his history and because of his family history and it's not always movie related, not always horror related, not always con related. It's just that he likes what we do. He loves what we do.
He
You know,
I've got the notes from every show right in front of me, and I'm looking
okay,
at the notes from that show, and I remember I keep my own little remarks about what I think about the guests, and he's got it going on, and you're
yeah.
right, it could be about many different subjects. He seems like he's pretty sharp on everything.
And I just
That
feel, yeah,
should
and
be a good pick.
and I just feel like we want a good crew. We got a good crew. I'm not gonna keep adding more people or whatever. This is just because we had to trim the fat a little bit, so the fat has been trimmed. So now we it's going to be a man show for a while, okay, with men talking about men things. It's just the way it goes. You can still have women guests and stuff, and if a woman wants to be a crew member or whatever that somebody thinks would be a good add-on, fine, but we have trimmed the fat, so the fat has been trimmed.
Maybe you need to get some eye candy.
I definitely need to in my personal life, man. I tell you, holy moly!
It could be block number 7 down here or whatever.
What the fuck?
Can I bring on a girl that does sexy lingerie modeling? I mean, can I get her on or no?
Wow.
You don't get naked. She won't get naked.
Well, if that happens, I'm going to wear sunglasses like you got on.
Dude, you don't have to worry about me. They're screaming Sam. You just got to worry about Facebook. What can Facebook handle?
Well, she's on Facebook. She just the picture she shows you.
Oh. Well, I mean, if she does something entertaining, I guess if you feel
she's an entertainer.
Good. Well, I mean, does she?
Like we do some of our shows, we take off Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
House, I'll wear these.
Yeah. Yeah, the old glasses anyway. So Steamer will be our guest next weekend. He runs the blues show out of Bismarck, North Dakota, and Mama T had him on her show last night.
I
said, well, he should be on our show. He was supposed to be on our show first, really.
What's his last name?
First. Stelton. He's from Bismarck. Yeah. I'll be meeting him in Fargo when I go to the Blues Fest next month. Because that's what I'm going to do.
I saw you chatting.
My wife and I went to Blues Fest every year forever, ever and ever and ever until the year our kid made the College Baseball World Series. So we missed it. And then I started fishing in a big fishing tournament that same weekend almost every year, and we don't hardly go anymore. Then they changed it to Friday and Saturday. So if we're lucky, I might take a day off at the racetrack and go on a Friday, but it's a great festival. I love the place. Newman Field is awesome, but they sure don't get the bands like they used to. I mean, I was up there with Canned Heat and Marshall Tucker Band, Kebbo, Walter Trout, all these guys.
I'm a little upset that Papa Chubby isn't going to be there because he was there. He was supposed to be there this year, but he's going through some health issues. But it's been a few years since the last time I went. And when I went in 2019 and 2020, I had a good time and I wanted to go every year. And it just things, came up and then the pandemic and then just starting new jobs. I mean, I would have went last year, but I was literally starting at the casino then. So July 18th of this year will be 1 year since I made my epic return to the casino. And so that's why I did not go, But this time I am going.
Huh? You must know the blind dog, Franky.
Yeah, I know Scotty.
I'm sure he'll have his camper up. He'll have his camper up there.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Guaranteed.
He knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing about the Blues, but yet he's going to be over there.
Brother.
It makes no sense at all.
Brother.
Makes no sense. You should at least have an idea what the Blues is if you're going to go to a Blues Fest. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. But whatever.
It's a clutch concert.
This is John when he's walking in his backyard looking for dinner.
I've been watching these birds that nested in my backyard, and I've never seen this type of bird before. And I've been looking for a week to figure out what the hell they are, and I finally just figured it out. And I can't remember what it is. I wrote it downstairs, but it's really cool out here because I can look if I'm in the kitchen, maybe doing dishes. If I'm in the bathroom at one side of the house or the bedroom, I'm constantly looking out the windows because you just see all of a sudden, oh, there's 5 deer. Or, oh, there's a turkey, or there's 9 turkeys look like they're walking into my garage, you know?
Is that bird
so we see that crap all the time. What?
Nothing. Good.
It's just Mad Dog. He likes to overtalk everybody all the time. That's okay. I'm just kidding. I do that too.
Else a chance.
That's right.
It ain't our show. What the fuck?
Well, it's not about who's showing. I mean, it is our show. Come on now. You know, everybody knows that. I'm just the host and creator and founder and CEO and
shut the fuck up. Listen to the beginning of the show.
That's right.
Okay,
this idea maker or whatever. That head just keeps getting bigger and bigger, you know. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn into a watermelon, you know, I tell you.
Hey, listen, I was the first one. Sean says, hey, you want to be part of a show? I says, yeah, it sounds good.
Yes.
But now you got all these people going ahead of me. Now I'm the low man on the totem pole.
No, you're not. No, you never will be. When we come on, we got to start planning our 1-year anniversary show because I want to make that one of the biggest shows that we do. And that's coming up August 20th. August 20th.
Hi, Mr.
My anniversary of my bar is March, man. It's like 30 years, dude.
Is that something?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, let's hear from Antique Man because I feel like he's been pretty quiet. What's on your mind there, Eric? What do you think of? What do you think of Woody then being on our show?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I wish I could get out there. Haven't been out there in well, gosh, now 7 years, but it's a beautiful place and it's a fun place to go, I'm sure.
Oh, so you have been down there before? You just haven't gone to the rally, or have you gone to the rally?
That's correct. Yeah, no, but you got to remember, by the time he was doing that, I was running a business and raising a family, and
yeah. But did you ever have summer vacation or summers off or at all, or are you just like working all the time?
Well, I used to go to that Fargo Blues Festival all the time with my mistresses. But everybody thought they were my sisters. But other than that, I was a dedicated family man.
Okay. Well, that's all right, though. Nothing wrong with that. You know, you did good. You know, I mean, now everybody's all grown up and whatever, and I suppose now it's just like, now Dad can do whatever he wants now, right? Kind of.
Oh, yeah, I moved to Texas. But I got my South Dakota mug, though, right here. Right there. Mount Rushmore.
Absolutely.
I hate when I take a shower and then I fart after.
Wow, that's random. That's random. So let me ask you, Antique Man, what are some of your memories from the Blues Fest? And since we're on that subject of, like you said, you've been down there. So what?
Well, they were always, they're always good bands, entertainment, whether they were local or from wherever. And the ribs, they got different booths. There's plenty of ribs to try. And everybody's got their own recipe, and just being around a lot of people having fun. I enjoyed it.
Did you camp out there, or did you get a hotel, or did you have somebody that you stayed with for the weekend?
No, well, I lived in Fargo.
Oh, okay. So this is when you were living in Fargo. Okay.
Yeah. I moved to Fargo when I was about 30.
Okay.
And stayed there till I was about 64.
Okay.
Wow.
So I keep forgetting.
Way too long, yeah. But had a
my
good
wife
business.
Likes Fargo. I'm not a big fan. Our son and his wife and kids live there, and we go there a lot. I mean, obviously, it's only an hour away from here, but
right.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, and we're to the point now where we're thinking about downsizing soon, and we don't know if we want to buy another place here or Fargo or what. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't live in Fargo now. My son just moved from there. He's living in Mott, North Dakota. And,
yeah, that's a little different than Fargo.
and it's just gotten big, and the crime has gotten out of hand. So I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
No, a lot of gang activity going on there now and stuff. But the downtown of Fargo is so cool.
It is cool. It's
How
cool.
cool can it be, and how fun can it be if you don't dare go down there?
Yeah. Can't be afraid of things, you know. I mean,
right.
No matter what.
That's why you need to have a concealed permit.
Well, I have two.
Fuck, who needs a permit?
Yeah, I know.
You know what? People are ignorant, Fargo. You know why?
Why?
Because I got lost there one time, and I asked some guy. I says, "Hey, how do I get to 576?" And he goes, "Or no, 594." And the guy looked at me up and down and says, "You ever try the Atkins diet?"
Yeah, you said that. You've said that joke before. We've, you know.
It wasn't in Fargo, though, Sean. It wasn't in Fargo.
When you said 594, I'm like, you weren't even close.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Joke.
I tell you what.
I paid for that joke. You kidding me?
No, I tell you what, sir. Well, my favorite spots, I have two favorite spots in Fargo other than the Blues Fest. I have the West Acres Mall, because I don't know what their secret is to success and why both Grand Forks malls can't have the same success, you know. I don't understand. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's Electric Underground place there that sells used movies that you can still go and buy movies on Blu-ray, DVD, or 4K for like a good price and everything. That's close to the Ramada over there. Those are my two favorite spots.
My favorite place is in my bathroom with the heater on while I'm watching Facebook.
Wow, while you're taking a dump.
Before, shower, or after?
It's before, because I don't know. Forget.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
You guys should all come up to Northwest Minnesota one time. God,
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Have a good time.
That would be fun.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we always talk about it. We should make it a reality sometime because, you know, when
one-time show from our studio and we could go do a bunch of crap and
that might put us on the map too.
Antique Man, you know, could have made that happen when he, you know, came and seen his family and everything, but he missed us, you know. Didn't communicate or nothing.
Schedule was tight, but
yeah, well, we could have worked out something.
Yeah, it was
Did you even go to Grand Forks at all, or
I don't?
Did you even go to Grand Forks?
I never even. I didn't even make it to Grand Forks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a hard trip. So next time, maybe.
Well, whatever. I just thought it would be nice to communicate a little bit. You know, I mean, I was looking forward to it. I was just like, hey, that's cool. We can meet. You know, show or no show.
Sorry.
You know?
Sorry. Next
it's okay.
time.
It's okay.
I'll get there in May.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that would be kind of fun. I mean, you just never know. I mean, because, you know, we're just waiting on whoever wants to make this a reality. And even if one person's missing, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just we you know, get Sam and get Mad Dog up there. That's all the entertainment we need. Yeah.
That's right.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. I think we've done our due diligence for this week. Next week,
good night, gentlemen.
Next week we got Steamer, so it's going to be a steaming great episode next week of Renegade Radio, and the debut of Lance Warlock as one of our official crew members. So that'll be exciting as well. So for Franky Slauson, for Mad Dog, Scream Sam,
thank you.
I'm gonna ask Phil about giving that Woody his phone number, so I'll send it to you. Give it to him.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll send you his email and everything. You can do that. Anyway,
hold on. I got one thing for Laura.
Yeah.
It don't play.
It ain't playing.
Dang it.
Last week he knew he could play everything on Room Broadcast.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's trying to play music, I guess.
Birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.